What's going on, everyone? MLB recap reviews of the games taking place August 12th. iHeart Sports, Alex Hart here. Let's go. Chicago White Sox 7, Detroit 5. Anderson led the team with 4 hits on this one, 3 runs, triple, home run, double. He was a double short of the cycle. Boyd was just left in too long, gave up 7 earned runs, 4.2 innings, 5.53 lead turned into 7-5 real quick in the top of the 5th. No more runs from that point on as Colon came in and picked up the save. Next game, Arizona 13, Colorado 7. Another Coors style game here. It started early. D-backs overall scored 32 runs over the 3-game series, and they're taking tomorrow off after that. Starling Marte, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, 1 home run. Arenado also 2 home runs. Blackman's hit streak came to an end at 15 in this game. Arizona next hosts San Diego. Rockies are next at home with Texas. Another matinee game here. Oakland 8, LA 4. The Angels, highlight of the game, really came in the bottom of the 7th. The game was 5-4 Oakland, and Liriano robs a home run on it's over the fence, and he just robs it. It would have tied the game. Instead, he's in the middle of appealing his 6-game suspension for the Astros fiasco. After that, Oakland put up some more runs and really walked this one home. Trout got his 8th home run of the season, and Rendon also hit one, so this was a good sign for LA. They at least won this series and will next play the Dodgers, which will be a huge series for them this weekend. Oakland is set to start against San Fran on Friday. Chicago Cubs 7, Cleveland 2. Bryant and Rizzo both hit home runs. Pitching continues to be solid for the Cubs as Hendricks picks up a quality start. 6 innings, 5 Ks, 1 earned run. Carrasco, on the other hand, did not have such a good game. 103 pitches, about 50% of them strikes. Cubs had 9 walks in this game. It appears to be the biggest difference. Cubs are next up against the Brewers today, and Cleveland doesn't play till Friday, but it's against Detroit, so series leaders potentially in that one. Next up, Kansas City 5, Cincinnati 4. Kansas City scored 1 run in the 3rd, 1 run in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th, 1 run in the 6th. It was looking like they were going to pull away with that until Cincinnati got 3 home runs in the 7th to pull within 1. They got as close as getting the bases loaded, 2 out in the bottom of the 9th. They just couldn't get it done. End up splitting this 2-game set. Reds play Pirates today, while Kansas City plays the Twins starting on Friday. Baltimore 5, Philadelphia 4. Baltimore wins the series, but they still have one more game to play for, so Philly can come back and take one. O's riding 3 home runs across from all their youngsters in this team. Philadelphia continues to be this team that scores at will and sometimes struggles. They just don't seem to be pulling together. Hoskins 0 hits, McCutchen 0 hits. They're both batting sub 200. Wow. Eflin 6 innings pitched, 10 Ks. Pretty big highlight for them. New York Mets 11, Washington 6. 7 runs in the 1st inning alone from both teams here. Both starters didn't even last past the 3rd inning. Gesellman, this was his move to the rotation. He wasn't that great, but the Mets were able to back him up with some offense. Pete Alonso could be warming up. He hit a home run today. Something to keep an eye on. I believe they play another game today. Houston 5, San Francisco 1. Yastrzemski Lemdes went off with a triple, which hurt me a little bit because he came around to score. I had the Astros to win the first 5 innings, and they ended up tying. So it was a slow start for the Stros, and they turned it on in the 6th. Greinke went 6 in the 3rd, 7 Ks, 1 earned run for another quality start. Greinke looking pretty good for the Astros, considering without Verlander, they need someone to step up. Giants, again, basically playing their bullpen, a bunch of different pitchers. So Mets will have Philly on Friday, San Francisco Friday for Oakland. I think that's supposed to be, yeah. I don't know why I have the Mets, Philly there. I don't know who Houston plays. Going on. Rippin'. Minnesota 12, Milwaukee 2. 15 hits for the Twins, led by Buxton's 2 home runs. Home runs are really coming up for Minnesota. It seems to be, again, how they're scoring the runs. Quality start for Maeda. Minnesota rebound from a losing streak. They had lost 4 before this. Now they're on a 2-game winning streak. Lauer got killed. 7 earned runs. Yelich continues to struggle, batting 175. Milwaukee will not rest. They'll go right and playing the Cubs today, which might not be what the doctor ordered. The Twins will play the Royals Friday, hoping to rebound from the embarrassment really that they had last time they played them. Tampa Bay 9, Boston 5. Tampa Bay up 8-0 after 4 innings. And with Snell on the mound, they never really looked back. J.D. Martinez hit a meaningless grand slam in the 8th inning, Snell's first win of the season, as Tampa Bay rolls over Boston. Today, Glasnow is looking to pitch for Tampa Bay and Hart for Boston, so we'll keep our eye on that, expecting Tampa Bay to continue to roll. Miami 14, Toronto 11. Wow, this one was probably one of the crazier ones of the night. Final in 10, second night in a row where they go to extras. Miami jumped to an 8-0 lead off Nate Pearson. He got lit up really. Then it was 11-4 for Miami. The Jays chipped away, 2 runs here, 1 run here, 2 runs here, and before you know it, it was 11-11. There were 7 home runs for the Jays, so I'm not going to go list them all. Toronto had 3 errors in this game. The Miami Marlins end up winning this one in the top of the 10th. And the Marlins are just happy. Their 23-day road trip from hell is basically over after this one. They go home now to play the Braves, and Toronto will be playing Tampa Bay this weekend. Yankees 6, Atlanta Braves 3. LeMahieu leads this way with 4 hits in this one. He's now leading the AL in average. Of course, he's behind Charlie Blackmon. Tanaka's still on somewhat of a short leash. He pitched 4 innings, solid bullpen, closed it out for the Yankees. 6-2 in the 5th. Seen some timely hitting by the Yankees. It was 12-11 overall hitting, but it also came down to home runs, basically back-to-back home runs for the Yankees in the second. Really seems to be the difference because the hits, they were pretty much the same. And then the night really closed off with a huge comeback by Texas. 7 for Texas, 4 for Seattle. In the 6th inning, they were down. They scored 1. 7th, they scored 1. And then in the 8th, they came alive and scored 5. They were down 4-0 and turned it up. Taijuan Walker for the Mariners pitched 6 innings, 0 earned runs, so they had to have been happy about that. They just couldn't close it out. Dietrich made his debut for the Rangers and was one of the biggest difference makers in this one. Made 3 hits in his debut. LA Dodgers 6, San Diego 0, 4.2 innings pitched, 8 Ks for Gosselin. San Diego really didn't get anything going here. 14 Ks they had throughout this game, and when you're striking out that much, it's hard to get an offense going. Turner hit his second home run of the season, so put them on the board as well. Dodgers pretty much had this one in control from the beginning. And yeah, thanks for listening. That was a quick ripping through, wrap it up. Like, subscribe. These are going to be flying at you. Trying to do these every morning. Peace.